So here we are, day 2, back with a few more of these items for you to show you. And my eye is mad twitching like I'm crazy. But here we go. First up, teeny tiny little washboard for a dollhouse. That's all I got. I found one similar. They sell for maybe like $9.99 on eBay. Probably could get away with listing it for $10 on Etsy. Etsy, you can generally list things for a slightly higher price. So we'll see. Then we have this antique butter press. I've sold these before, but never one without a handle. Usually there's a little handle. Yes, thank you. I don't need this computer at all. I've been dropping everything today. I literally dropped my water bottle twice. Once at storage after I got done packing some stuff up, and then once when I got to the gym, and that sucker rolled all the way under my car. So down on the hands and knees on the blacktop trying to fish out a stupid blender bottle. It's been a day. Anyways, I sold one of these before. I've sold a couple of these before, but I haven't had one without a handle. And this one's a little off center, but they were generally hand carved, I want to say. If I tried to hand carve anything, let me just tell you, that would involve a trip to the emergency room after I drove the carving implement through my hand. So, I found a few, but I haven't found any that sold without a handle, so I don't know what the deal is with that. We'll have to see. Then I've got this little itty bitty Shalimar perfume bottle. It's empty, of course, and I haven't tried to open it because it's sealed shut, and I just don't even want to mess with it. I'll let the person who buys it mess with it. These sell empty, and this is from, I want to say, the 1930s, based on the information I found. I used to have a very good friend who wore Shalimar perfume, and sadly she's passed away, but every time I see it or smell it, I think of her. Then we have, we have all these little miniatures. So I had to stop and take all these little minis out of the bag that they were in. So first we have the teeniest, tiniest little muffin or cupcake tray. It feels fairly heavy. And in that same speckled, we have a little coffee pot. And and this is the thing that just kills me about these miniatures. You want to talk about some detail. Get off there. Like, dude. There. The lid. Ah! Oh my God. Stop it. All right, so anyways, there. Now it's back on. It only comes off when I don't want it to come off. And the same for this little coffee pot. This is the little teeny tiny lid. I can't even keep track of like regular sized items, let alone things that are this size. And then we have a little ladle and a little slotted spoon. Amazing. We have a tiny little red pail with a wooden handle. And I can't remember what these things are. I used to know these back in the day. It turns kind of. No marks that I can see at the moment. And then we've got a little canister set. And of course, the lids are removable. So that's the biggest one. Here's the middle one, and they've got I don't know if you can, let's see, little botanical decoration on there. And the littlest one has no lid. This is my canister, the one with no lid, basically. Then we have a teeny tiny little lead. I get lead. I don't know if it's lead, tin. I don't know what kind of metal this is, but it's got the cutest little design, little bent bottom. And that's the other side. That's that set, or 1, 2, 3, whatever, 2 sets of miniatures. Then we've got these things, brass and copper, this guy, and yes, the lids are removable. I want to say I remember looking this up, and they are, some of them were made in Portugal. I'm probably remembering that incorrectly. I'll do the research and put it in one of these corners. Then we've got the little coffee bean grinder, and it turns. That's like crazy. And then there's a drawer, and thank goodness it's like a fake drawer, and it's attached, so that sucker's not going unless you like rip it off. Made in Holland. So this one actually has it on the bottom so that you can see it. Cool. Then we've got the kettle, the little copper and brass kettle. Also marked Made in Holland. I appreciate that they're big enough that I can see them with my glasses. Then this bad boy. And yeah, the little copper teapot has a removable lid as well. And I do not know what this is. It's shaped like a bell. There's no marks on the bottom. And of course the lid comes off. I think the lid is supposed to have like this, right? Like a little red handle thing, but I'm not 100% certain of that. So we also have this guy. Good God. This is so little. I'll just have to take a picture of it and blow it up. And the lids come off. Goes back on. Yes, it does. And then this little fancy kettle. Still can't see what's on the bottom. And yes, that lid also comes off. Now, I do remember getting these 3 from Langston in a random lot of architectural salvage. These were just thrown in there. Very random. The other ones I want to say came from an auction from Burns back in the day. And yeah, so there's that. There's that set. I'm going to do the research on them so I can pop them in here and show you the information. If there's any bolos, if you like miniatures. That's one thing I got to learn is like the scale. I don't know. First of all, math and I are not usually friends. Second, these scales. How do I know what scale? How do I know? Is it the 1 colon to 87th scale? 1 to 24th scale? I don't know. I'm not a dollhouse person. I was a tomboy. I never even liked dollhouses when I was a kid. It takes... You've seen me handle these things here, and this is exactly how I was as a child. Like, I was Calamity Jane for a reason. So, I did better outside. So, most of these little dollhouse miniatures I will sell in one individual lot because they're maybe worth $5, $6, $7, $8 a piece, and I don't know that I have enough life left in my soul to sell these one by one. But this is a cocktail shaker, which is hilarious when your dolls need to like shake it off and get a little bit of a recovery from their rough day at work or their rough day doing whatever dolls do. But yeah, so I will be listing all of these miniatures in a set. The copper and brass ones will all go together.